And the hits just keep on coming.
CKLW, the Motor City. More music, CKLW.
Some of the news stories today. Buffalo boy bashed and bruised, then strained through the grill of a Buick.
No one told. Byron MacGregor was my roommate, and nobody told that his nickname was McCrude.
Yeah. we used to call him Bowden's McCruger.
Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, he's still in town, so you know.
He's going to come over here in a minute and bust up this place.
That's right.
He's got a very legitimate job now. He works at a news station. He's a very credible guy, or used to be.
Raised its ugly face in the Motor City today as 21-year-old Mrs. Niles Forbush's little dog Rover went crashing to the pavement.
Peter's got one of those down. Peter, you want to do it for us?
Go ahead. It was pretty wild. Come on, Peter. It's your turn.
Wait a minute. Can we get it? Wait a minute.
Don't forget.
Peter?
Remember, it's brought to you by Smuckers.
Peter, hang on a second. Mike, can you get us the teletype so this will sound real?
Oh, my goodness. They've got that teletype machine?
This will bring back a lot of good memories for everybody.
Oh, no. All right.
CKLW 2020 News. This is Byron MacGregor. A tisket, a tasket. They went home in a basket. That's it. 2 Detroit youths, well, they didn't make it home today. They were scraped off the pavement with a spatula. That's right. Stay tuned. Details are coming up on CKLW's 2020 News.
Just walked in.
Byron MacGregor just walked in, folks, along with JoJo. This is too wild.
Let's have it from the real thing here.
Thank you.
Let's have the real thing. Let's have the real thing.
You mean this just in? This just in?
I don't believe it.
Sitting in the back parking lot, see here, and I'm hearing you guys use my name in vain. For goodness sake.
This guy knows how to work a cue, I want to say.
I mean, is this really where Harper and Company comes from?
This is it. This is
really?
it. It's not going to be the same. Byron, it's so good to see you. We were just talking about you all day long, and no one ever considered
continuous commercial.
You said, we were roommates at the Holiday Inn, the penthouse at the Holiday Inn in Windsor. Yeah, in 1970, 69.
We've never met.
Pat Holiday, how you doing, Pat? Good to see you.
Pat, how you doing?
Gosh, this is the best thing. I talked to Elaine Golden on Thursday. I called to find out when all you guys were going to be here before I saw it in the news, and the Detroit news, and
they filmed this for television, by the way.
You're choked up? Yeah, I'm choked up.
He's going to recite the Americans in just a second.
I was there. I saw it.
No, Channel 2 came by earlier today, and I think at 11 o'clock tonight, Channel 2 is supposed to... Is it 4 also? The 2 was here, and I think 4 was also here, so...
It's pretty wild. JoJo is here, too. How you doing? How are you?
The traffic on Michigan Avenue is really heavy. No, I was listening to you talking about going up and down Woodward Avenue, and I think earlier this morning I heard, I guess it was Scotty Regan was talking about Ted's and how that's changed. Well, these faces in this room have really not changed. It's really good to be back with all these...
What a salesman.
Is this Big Jim right here?
This Big Jim, yeah, in the tux.
How you doing?
The white tux. Hey, I've got to share this, if I may. Do we have a second?
Sure.
When he and I were living, Hal Martin and I, Mickey... Yeah, Michael Spears. He made a bet with me that he would get to the West Coast before I would. And I was a Canadian and didn't have a green card then. And he got to KFRC. But now I'm still in Detroit on this side of the border. And you won the bet. I owe you a steak.
That's right.
Remember that bet?
Just don't let him pay for Canadian money.
I told somebody, but we have 5 or 6 bets through the course of our friendship. And I don't want to reveal any of them right here on the air right now.
Oh, come on!
I told the Molson Canadian story about the trips across the street all the time with the bellhops from the Holiday Inn going over the Carling place, I guess, trading in the empties.
But I got to tell you how I heard about this first. JoJo is working at Channel 12, the ABC affiliate, WJRT in Flint, and she listens to... I shouldn't say this, Don Patrick and Joe Donovan might be upset, but, she had...
I have to keep it here on the competition, don't I?
Yeah, and she heard Jim say something about this special thing coming up, and I said... She came home one night and said, hey, some of your old pals from CK are going to be in town. I said, oh, yeah? I hadn't heard it. And that's when I called and...
Actually, and then I heard the sounds of Gary Burbank, the morning master.
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
Brother Bill.
Yeah, numero uno, morning man. Yeah.
This is real. It's really strange. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. We were at a wedding, believe it or not. Vince Doyle, who does the sports with Byron, his son got married, Vince Jr.
Yeah, Vince Jr., Vinny,
we have a motorhome. Believe it or not, we were supposed to go out of town this weekend, and we have this huge motorhome parked behind WNIC.
We're moving the party out there.
Byron,
nothing has changed about MacGregor at all.
We didn't get too far
Since
away.
10 o'clock this
Bigger
morning,
toys now.
everybody's been talking about, everybody in here has had a Byron MacGregor story, and this is your chance to get even with all.
BM story?
That's right, a BM story. And this is your chance to even the score, and you worked with the big...
Oh, gosh, I could tell you a million. Supermax, Big Jim, 5 7-inch reels of tape out in the motorhome, and I thought I could bring them in here and maybe...
Dossiers on everyone.
But I have one that I'd like to share with Jim Edwards. I was a 19-year-old kid at CK doing the all-night news, and he came in one night and stood on the counter with a roll of toilet paper, and I won't go any further than that, but he broke me up on that, and I've got that tape.
Well, I have a classic piece of tape of Byron, too, and I just have to do one quick setup on that and tell you that there was a story, and it was a sad story, of a fellow who had committed suicide in Ferndale by climbing inside of an industrial vacuum cleaner and tying off the bag. And Byron's... Is that right? That's terrific. Byron's lead story was, it's 20 minutes before 7, cold today, clear tomorrow. Ferndale man sucked to death by vacuum cleaner. That story next.
I challenged that. I did not do that.
But it's a great story.
Yeah, good, Jim.
We should repeat it often.
But no, I never did that. There were a lot of things about what CK did with 2020 News over the years, and some of them were justified and some weren't. But I must... They were fun. That's right, Supermax. They were fun, but they were serious at the same time. And I think that we should really clear the air. In the mid-'80s, 1985. What we did was for the times, and now we're in a different time, and I think that we have to look at everything in seriousness and in retrospect. What we did well, and although I wouldn't do it again, and I don't think anybody should do that again. Joe Donovan, how you doing?
In other words, I guess today you wouldn't drop 5 tons of horse manure in somebody's driveway.
Gary Burbank, you share that story. Share that story.
Remember that? Well, there's that and more ahead on the WNIC.